video is sponsored by Lenovo Legion and Intel. For the computers that can do everything, meet the Lenovo Legion 5i and Lenovo Legion Pro 5i. But before I get to everything these computers can do, and there's a lot they can do, let me thank you for supporting the channel for years, for just being awesome humans. This is my favorite thing to do in videos, and I love to get the opportunity to do it. I want you to win 500 bucks. Treat yourself, you deserve it. All you gotta do is leave a comment down below. Tell me the first thing you would do with your new Lenovo laptop. Tell me a dad joke or fact about yourself. Just make sure that you either have your social handle in the comments, or if I click on your link, go to your YouTube channel, open to anyone in the world, let it run for 10 days. All the information that will be in the description. So for years, Lenovo has always been known as one of the top brands in the PC market, especially on the gaming side. With this latest generation of products though, Lenovo is moving from kind of the competitive PC gaming brand to a competitive gaming whole ecosystem. To meet their latest, the Legion Pro 5i and the Legion 5i. Legion is now the place to go if you're looking for a full-featured gaming experience. I think Legion has earned the trust of a lot of gamers for their laptop hardware. And they're carrying over that same quality and function to sort of their whole Legion ecosystem. The Legion computers are obviously very powerful. They're trying to look beyond just gamers to folks who might need some extra power also, like STEM students. And oftentimes students enter university, I did this, a laptop that did not meet the requirements of the field they were in, so they're forced to kind of upgrade sooner than they would expect. With a Legion computer, that won't happen. It's got the Legion name on it. You know you're gonna be good. Lenovo is leveraging the latest hardware technology, their really awesome, great design, and latest in AI breakthroughs to make a laptop that is uncompromising for those who really need it. So taking these laptops out of the box, you'll notice that the Pro 5i is a bit chunkier than you might have expected, and that's kind of exactly what Legion was going for. They offer other laptops that can give you that kind of super slim feel if you want, but with Legion, it is about power and performance. So if the laptop is a bit thicker, it's worth it. But if you still want that power and slimmer design, that's where the Legion 5i comes in. In fact, the new Legion 5i is a replacement to the slim 5i, so you can kind of choose whichever form factor is right for you. The size is not the only place where design has kept power and performance in mind. The other huge feature is the really large cooling system. On the Legion Pro 5i, it's called Legion Cold Front Cooling, and on the Legion 5i series offers the Legion Cold Front Hyper. So on the bottom of the laptop is just a big chunk and intake vent that's going to suck air in with the fans and gets it blown out the back. In the center of the computer is a sealed hyper chamber that keeps air contained there to help with cooling. Because the hot air is ejected out the back, that will keep you, kind of as a user, more comfortable. It's always been annoying when the hot air gets shot out the sides and you have your hands there, end up with sweaty, gross hands. You will not have that problem here. No sweaty hands with these new Legion computers. So this cooling system is going to let the 5i laptops use more power when they need it, actually 25 watts more power. It also keeps the system 2 decibels quieter and 2 degrees Celsius cooler, which is a giant deal. Those two things usually don't go hand in hand. And cooling is one of sort of the least seen, but probably one of the most important parts of high performance laptop. And the new Legion 5i series absolutely nailed it. So obviously you can't see that cooling system, but what you can see is the screen. And I've talked about screens a lot. I am a screen snob, and the Pro 5i and 5i have Lenovo's PureSight screen built in. So when I'm thinking about gaming or sort of other high-end tasks, there are 3 things that I want from my screen. So I want a high refresh rate and response rate. I want great colors, and I want great resolution. Those things I really cannot compromise on or will not compromise on when it comes to my displays, either on laptops or even on phones. So on the Pro 5i, you are getting a 16-inch WQXGA display that can run up to 240 Hertz with 3 millisecond response time. It's also super accurate too. It's VISA HDR certification, 100% DCI-P3. And if that wasn't enough, also Dolby Vision support. The only real difference, in case you're wondering the difference here between the Pro and non-Pro 5i screens, is a slight difference in response time. The 5i can adjust to 5 milliseconds if needed. It also has 100% sRGB rated. And aside from that, both these screens give you really awesome images for whatever you're gonna be doing. The rest of the design is really good too. So I love that Lenovo's True Strike keyboard has kind of protruding direction keys, which has made gaming a lot easier, and also has has full RGB backlighting if you want that. Both these computers have I/O for days. The port selection is great. So both the Pro and 5i have USB-C, USB-A 3.2 ports, an audio combo jack, RJ45, HDMI 2.1, and the 5i actually has a 3-in-1 micro SD card reader built in on the right-hand side. So really whatever port you need, it's gonna have it. I think what really matters with all of this though, is obviously how the Pro 5i and 5i will perform. All the ports in the world won't help if the laptop is dog slow. Fortunately, slow is very far from what you were getting here. So inside are the 14th generation Intel Core HX series processors, actually up to the i9 14900HX in the Pro 5i and 5i. And on the graphics side, you're getting NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 laptop GPU with 8 GB of RAM. Plus you've got a 1 TB SSD in the 5i and up to 2 TB in the Pro 5i. On the RAM side, you get up to 32 GB of DDR5 memory. So on like a spec by spec basis, the Legion 5i series packs a really big punch to let you kind of tackle whatever it is you want to do, from competitive gamers to STEM intensive tasks to just like sitting there with like 40 Chrome tabs open, you are going to be fine. And with the Intel Core HX series processors, Intel has built in a ton of features to make sure you're also getting the best experience possible. There are really like simple things like support for both DDR4 and DDR5 memory, and socket compatibility lets you swap processors without needing to replace your motherboard, which is obviously very rare for laptops. You can overclock too with Intel tuning. You can get kind of the best performance out of your rig if you want to get in there and do that. There's also more complex tasks going on too behind the scenes, things like Intel's performance hybrid architecture, so that you multitask while keeping lower thermals, which is going to give you better performance. And with more performance cores and E-cores, like Intel Thread Director is going to manage workloads by matching the right cores to the right tasks, so background tasks will not slow you down. And with Intel Smart Cache, you get larger cache sizes that help sort of with higher FPS and better latency. And all this is happening with Intel Core processors, but you won't really know it. And that's kind of exactly what Intel brings to the table, and that's why Lenovo is using them with Legion. But Lenovo also wants to take it a step further with its AI engine. So this AI can help optimize what you are doing on your computer to make it just generally perform better. There are also other tools that let you kind of optimize at really just literally the touch of a button. So there's also, this is kind of a cool one, it's called Lenovo Avatar Master. And you're not like a blue alien, but it does use an avatar sort of stream that can be used for any PC-based streaming apps, and it's your own avatar. It's really kind of cool for gaming if you don't want to show your face or kind of what's happening behind you. It's also totally free. So from pure horsepower to AI smarts, the inside Legion 5i series is packing some serious heat. And powering all of that is an 80 watt-hour battery in the Pro 5i with Super Rapid Charge Pro, probably guess what it does, and an 80 watt or 60 watt-hour battery in the 5i with Super Rapid Charge, so you can get around 70% in 30 minutes. There's a lot of options for computers, and Legion is sort of playing in a very crowded space. But they're kind of starting to own the space. They are bringing a combination of performance and aesthetics to gamers, creatives, students, or anybody who wants extra power in a good-looking package with a beautiful screen and a ton of I/O. So the computer can grow with you over the years instead of having to constantly replace and update as your needs and tasks tend to change. If you're in the market for a new computer, you owe it yourself to check out what Legion is doing. All the information you need will be in the description down below.